What's going on, guys? I'm your host, Beau, to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on anything going on in the world of entertainment. And I know, yeah, a lot of stuff has happened since the last time I did a video, and I'm gonna just breeze by some of the stuff that's happened recently because I'm just tired and I don't really feel like doing 5 or 6 videos, so I'm just gonna breeze by the stuff that I missed. So let's just rapid fire through some of the stuff that I missed, and then we'll get to the 4 topics that I'm gonna talk about today. So. First one was about, of course, Henry Cavill not being Superman anymore, or he might be Superman still. My thoughts are that um, I believe that there's definitely negotiations still going on, and that there is a 50-50 chance that he could still be doing the part, or he could not be playing the part anymore. So um, I like Henry Cavill as Superman, and if he stays around, that'd be awesome. But if he doesn't, you know, it doesn't really bother me too much because I've always had this thought in my head that the DC was planning to do a reboot at some point, and it seems like after Wonder Woman 2 that they are going to start doing some reboots or rolling out some form of a reboot. So, and we've basically at this point Ben Affleck is gone as Batman, and that makes it makes sense because the man's not doing well. He's dealing with rehab right now and some alcohol problems, and I feel bad for him. Hopefully he gets better. Um, but it's better for him as well because I think that he should be focusing on his health more, and he should be worrying about playing Batman. And if that's what the guy needs, then I think that this is kind of a good thing for Ben Affleck. He should be focusing on getting himself back in shape and not focus on doing another role like Batman. So I think this is a good thing for Ben Affleck, and like I said, I don't really mind that he's gone as Batman because he basically is at this point. So yeah, that's pretty much the news that I missed. So now let's get into the topics that I'm going to talk about today. So the first one, which happened this week, well, all these happened this week, but this one was the biggest one, and that was Captain Marvel had its first trailer, and I was gonna do a reaction or some form of review on the spot, but I was just extremely exhausted throughout this week, and I just couldn't get the chance to do the video. So, but now I have some energy, and I'll get you to talk about the trailer. As you can tell from my voice and me not able to comprehend thought, I am tired. So hopefully I do not sound like I am just saying gibberish, because that would be completely awkward. But let's get into the Captain Marvel trailer. I was very excited for Captain Marvel. I thought, I thought it was very interesting, especially from the photos that they have released so far. It looked very interesting. And I'm still very interested. I think the trailer for me, I really enjoyed the trailer because for me, I know it's gonna sound kind of odd, but I think that all superhero trailers, besides the ones that I've seen from Logan, all of them to me have looked the same, and Captain Marvel's no exception really. It looks pretty much the same as the other superhero trailers that I've seen before, um, and it gets me interested to see the film, and I could see why some people didn't like the trailer because there was not a lot of action, not a lot of, epicness as like the other trailers. But as a guy who thinks that all the trailers look the same, I think that I thought it looked good. Um, my One of my big reasons why I'm probably gonna go see the film is obviously of course it's a superhero film, but I definitely want to see it for the de-aging technology that they're going to be using in the film. I want to see how they're going to utilize that, and see how it's going to translate throughout the entire film because they're using it throughout the whole film and not just for a section. So I'm very interested to see what they're going to do with that. And I think Brie Larson. Listen, we've only seen like a minute of the film, so I can't, or like a minute of footage from the trailer, so I can't really judge Brie Larson based on a minute. I have to see the whole film, and I think she looks good. I think that she looks all right. I mean, I haven't, I got to see the entire film to make full judgment on how she is as the role. So I mean, I'm interested. I'm very interested to see how it goes. So yeah, I like the trailer. I thought it was cool There's some cool little stuff in there. We got to see Phil Coulson. We got to see Nick Fury. They look pretty good with their de-aging technology. Phil Coulson maybe a little better, but you know what? I'm interested. I'm interested to see what they are going to do. And yeah, that's it for my Captain Marvel trailer review. All right, now let's get into the other one that I'm very excited to talk about. The one that um, the other type of superhero-esque type film, more like a supervillain film that I'm very excited for is Joker. Joker is a film that I'm very excited for. The cast sounds awesome, and I saw some of the on-set photos. It looks really cool. And now the director Todd Phillips has posted on his Instagram yesterday of a makeup test for Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. And I gotta say that first off, I don't believe that this is the final look for the Joker. I think that there's definitely gonna be more progression towards a final look. I think this will be like one of the looks that the character takes on throughout the film as one of his comedy routines or some sorts. But I really dig the look. I gotta say, I really dig the look. If this is the final look, I really dig it. Because for me, I like seeing stuff that's different. I like seeing different takes on different things, and that's why I really admired films from in terms of the comic book genre. I really admired films like The Dark Knight and Logan because they took chances and did something different with their properties. And this looks like they're doing the same thing for Joker. And I hope that it is in the vein of like a Logan or a Dark Knight, where it's more grounded, more realistic, and has a different type of um, spin on this genre. So I really dig the makeup. I think Joaquin Phoenix is going to kill it. I think he's a fantastic actor. If you've not seen him in a film this year called You Were Never Really Here, you should definitely go watch it. Um, I think it looks great. I like the cast involved. I'm really curious to see what Robert De Niro's part's going to be. And I know about the whole Alec Baldwin thing that happened, but you know what? It's not that big of a deal for me. They got somebody else to play Thomas Wayne. I forget the actor's name, something Cullen. It's not Peter Cullen, but I don't know what the actor's name is. But I like the what we're seeing from the Joker so far. It looks very very interesting. So I'm very curious what the rating is going to be for the film. I hope it's rated R. Because I think that's kind of what that makeup footage and some of the set photos are kind of giving off. It might be a rated R. Or it could be a PG-13. Who knows? But now let's move on to something that I actually did not know was coming, and that was we have our first look image at Chucky. I'm gonna pull it up right now so I can talk about it. First look image at the new Chucky for the new Child's Play movie. It's a reboot of Child's Play. And this came out of nowhere for me because I did not even know that a Child's Play film was in the works. I know that there was another Chucky film that came out last year. I think it was Cult of Chucky. I think that was what it was called. Um, and I didn't know that they were doing another one. And this one's apparently a reboot. And they have Arbera Plaza, I think that's how you say her name, attached to the project, and somebody else. Production is underway apparently, and we have our first look at the new Chucky, and it's nothing super different from the other Chucky, the original Chucky. The original Chucky had a little bit more with the face, a little bit more wrinkles and such, I would say. Um, but this one looks pretty much the same. It's just less wrinkle, more young look. So it's nothing different. I mean, I never was scared of Chucky when I was a kid, um, and I wasn't scared of when did I see Chucky? Um, when did I see Child's Play? I think I saw it like a couple of years ago. It didn't really scare me. I found it kind of funny, to be honest. Um, but what was it? How many years ago was it? It had been like no, maybe not 5 years, like 2 years ago or something. Um, but um, I I wasn't really that scared of Chucky, but I always admired the film. I always admired like the concept of like a demon doll. I thought that was kind of cool. Um, and I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with this. They have some of the producers from It, I believe, that are on board with this. So I hope it is in the vein of It, something that revives a franchise, and it's not just another throwaway reboot. I hope that that's the case with this new Child's Play film. I hope it revives the Child's Play franchise. because it's been pretty dormant for a long time. So, who's gonna do the voice of Chucky as well? I'm very curious who's gonna do the voice. Is it gonna be the original guy, or is it gonna have a different guy doing it? I'm very curious. Um, Also, I heard that some of the origins of Chucky, like the way that Chucky is made and the way that Chucky becomes Chucky, they're gonna be changing up the origin story, I believe. So yeah, very curious what they're gonna do. And yeah, I mean, I like the look of this new Chucky. I mean, it's nothing all that different, but I'm very curious to see how the film turns out. So production's way underway, so I expect it coming out next year, I assume. So yeah. And yeah, now the last bit of news is about James Bond, Bond 25. Is that the name of the film, or is that a placeholder name? I never got that. Is Bond 25 the actual name of the film, or is that a placeholder name? Somebody let me know. But um, Bond 25, if you guys don't know, Danny Boyle is out. He's not directing Bond 25. I forget the reasoning why he left. I think it was creative differences or something along those lines. But they got somebody else now to direct it, and it's Cary Fukunaga. Excuse me, I can't pronounce his name, but um, you guys may have known him. He's done some work. He's done some directing. He's did a film called Beast of No Nation, which came out like 3 years ago. He's also done some episodes for True Detective. He's also directing some of the episodes for the is it a Netflix show? I believe it is. A show called Maniac, which has like Emma Stone and Jonah Hill. So yeah, he has that. But more notably, in terms of in film credits, he did Beast of No Nation, and he also has screenwriting credits for It. So um, I think this is a great choice. I think this honestly is a great choice. I've not seen some of his work, but I saw it, and I was very one of the great things about really like about it was its storytelling. I really liked the script that they had. Added a lot of flavor and a lot of lots of characterization for each person in the film. It's not just like all bunch of kids that have like similar traits. Each one has a different thing to contribute to the group, and I think that with someone like that to helm a Bond film, I think that'd be really cool because you can give James Bond more of a character, more of a developed character, and maybe give the villains more development. Um, so yeah, and I think that if I remember correctly, Carrie, his Carrie, I think was originally supposed to direct it, like a couple of years ago. If I look up the history, yeah, he was gonna direct it at some point. But then ultimately the job went to Andy Mushuki. I can't pronounce his last name, but I think this is a good choice. I mean, I think I'm very interested to see what he's going to do. I am upset that Danny Boyle will not direct it though, because I really admire Danny Boyle as a director. But I think that that Carrie will do a good job, and I do believe that this will probably be what is it? Daniel Craig's last time playing Bond. So, um, this would be like his fifth time, isn't it? Yeah, it would be. And they've changed the date. It's going to be no longer 2019, which I was waiting for that announcement to come when Danny Boyle got removed from the project. Now it's coming out in February 2020. So they probably won't start production until like what is it? Like later this year or early 2019. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am exhausted, so I am sorry if my voice sounds off or if I just look exhausted. I am just a tired guy today. And yeah, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys let me know, what were your guys' thoughts on the Captain Marvel trailer? What were your guys' thoughts on the Joker makeup, the Chucky image, and the new director for Bond 25? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's it for my thoughts on all this crazy stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, as in these videos, go out. See you next time. Peace.